What's up, guys? MC Stu here, and today we're going to talk about the Enterprise F coming into Star Trek Online. It's technically already in Star Trek Online, but what we're going to discuss is the updated skin for that as it appeared in Star Trek Picard in Season 3. So the ship has been in the game for a long time. It was a fan design that was selected and won. It's kind of the background on that, and the team at STO took that, modeled it out, and put it in the game. And it's already a great looking ship, but they went through and did a full kind of update on the skin itself, added a lot more detail and those kinds of things for the show. And so now that is being added into the game. And so in this video, we're just going to take a look at the little that we have in terms of the pictures and the way that looks. And we're going to talk about how you can get your hands on this new skin. So let's go ahead and start with just kind of taking a look at the ship itself. We'll take a look at also some of how it currently looks, and then we'll go over how to get this in the game. So let's start with the update that was announced. It's not a lot of info. It was this information was announced on Trek Central. This isn't even on the actual dev blog itself. And it's kind of interesting because the article itself is labeled Star Trek Online USS Enterprise F update, and the bulk of the article is actually about the Unraveled expansion and the new story arc that's coming into the game, along with the new TFO and the new patrols. But it's kind of positioned around the Enterprise because I think this is a pretty popular design. It was kind of a bummer to only see it for a few seconds in the show. It obviously didn't take a major front seat role in the show, so I know there was a little disappointment in that, but it did make it into canon, even with it being short-lived on screen. So the article starts off with, while the Enterprise F might have been short-lived in Star Trek Picard Season 3, it's not going anywhere. Star Trek Online USS Enterprise F has just received a new update for the Unraveled season that arrives on the 9th. So the ship itself is going to be available to us on the 9th with the update, so that's this coming Tuesday. I've collected a few screenshots here from the teaser trailer. I used this in a thumbnail yesterday as well. And you can see the actual color and skin is different, and there's been a little more detail kind of added all over the place. And in a moment, we'll take a look at what's currently in the game. So, but all these little pieces, more detail on the ship bridge itself. The overall shape and everything's the same, but it's just the skin itself that's been updated. So you can see the little pieces, and this is across the whole thing. It's got a nice sheen to it. It looks really, really good. There was some concern that we were going to get a new lockbox ship, the Enterprise F, a whole nother version of it, and it looks like that is not going to be the case. So I'm pretty happy about that. This is going to be something that pretty much anybody can get if you have an Odyssey class ship. So let's take a look at, so there was a question that was asked, and Thomas answered it. So Joe STO had asked, will the update be free for players? He assumed it was, but wanted some verification on that. Thomas responded with, you will get the rebuilt model if you have any of the versions of the Odyssey class. So you'll have to go to the tailor and equip it. It'll basically be a new skin option in the ship tailor. And we'll take a look at that here in just a moment, how to go about doing it. Someone also asked here if that was only going to, will that also be included for the free Odysseys, which is the Star Cruiser. And if you don't know, there's some T5 versions. There's also a version you can get without paying anything. It's a fleet ship that is like a tier 5 fleet ship. You can get it for 200 fleet credits. I actually use that ship heavily on my free-to-play account. I have done the upgrade for it and then the X, so it's basically a tier 6X without any kind of specialization seating. And Thomas had responded to that, saying that he will be adding that update, the updated model to the version as well. So it's unclear if you have, that fleet tier 5 version of it, if we'll have that available to us on Tuesday. But he is confirming that it will be added. And so again, it's not real clear because he says that he will, or that I'll be adding. So to me, that is not that, yes, it's been added. So we will get that if you have the tier 5 version, which I'm pretty excited for because that's what I'll take advantage of on my free-to-play account. So pretty pumped about this. It's one of my favorite looking ships in game. It already looks really good. The skin for it looks really good. But compared to some of the newer stuff that's come out, it is, somewhat dated. So here's the current ship in game. Again, I think it looks really good, especially in the right lighting. The bottom always catches kind of a weird, I don't know, kind of washed out color. And it looked like from some of the teaser, trailer, that was kind of similar. I think that's more of just kind of a lighting thing with Star Trek Online. So this is the current skin that's close enough or close to the Enterprise F as we saw it in the show. This is the original design that they had put together, so I can't really zoom in any closer in this mode, but the bridge is more pronounced and detailed, and there's a lot more detail across the hull along with the windows and all the little bits and pieces on the ship itself. So, and this is the Star Cruiser, and let's just take a look at the specs so you can just see what I was talking about in terms of this T5. So I got this from one of the free Tier 5 coupons. So this is the Odyssey, I'm sorry, this is not that fleet version. This is a Tier 5 Odyssey Tactical Cruiser. There is and this was a Tier 5, there is a Tier 4 that you can get from the fleet for the 200 fleet credits. And that one is what I would consider free since you didn't have to pay for it. This one was still free, but that's because I got a free voucher for a Tier 5 coupon during the anniversary event that they gave away. So I'm assuming actually that this one will probably get the skin update on Tuesday, but if you're running with the Tier 4 version, that was the fleet one for the 200,000 fleet credits, then it looks like that might be a little bit delayed in getting it. So let's go ahead and beam on to Earth Space Dock and just take a quick look at where you'll go and how you'll equip the new skin once it is in the game on Tuesday. All right, so we're on Earth Space Dock, and if you're brand new and don't know, you'll pick something up here in terms of just ship Space Barbie. We're going to come from the transporter pad, hang a right in the middle, and we're going to go down to the shipyard. So this area is the shipyard. Over here, you can change ships. Here, you can purchase ships. That fleet ship that I was talking about, you can get from here to lithium ships, even the Tier 6 ships for the Zen. The last one here on the left is the Tailor. So we're going to talk to him. We're going to customize the ship. Now, half the time when I go into this, it drops me in with a skin that's not actually on the ship, which is kind of weird. So if you had a design you already, maybe you kit bashed and you want that on the screen, so maybe you can modify it a little bit. All you have to do is just hit cancel and then just go back in. It's just a weird little bug that they've had for years. So here we are in the ship Tailor. The lighting here is a lot different than what you have out in space. This looks really, really washed out. It's not until you really kind of roll it you're able to get a little better look of it. But so once this hits game, you're going to come here, do this, and on the left side, you're going to have templates, and there should be one in here that's going to say Enterprise F or Picard version. I'm not sure how they're going to label it, but that's where it's going to be here. So what we currently have is the Odyssey. I had a slightly different skin on that. You have the Endeavor, the Lexington Mirror. There's a whole bunch of different ones. The Yorktown's a real good looking one. This was released when they put in the Tier 6 versions of this. So you'll just come to the ship Tailor and you will pick that new skin and you will not have to purchase it. You'll see this is my free-to-play account. This is the mirror version of the Yorktown. I don't own any of the mirror ships or the Yorktown itself, so you'll see there's a cost down here. I would have to buy the bundle for the 9,000 Zen, which I'm not doing on my free-to-play, obviously. So I don't have this available to me, so I cannot apply it unless I were to purchase it. And that's the same for most of them that are here. So once this is in game, you'll see it here. You should be able to select it, and it should let you go ahead and apply. I'm not going to apply it because I think I had a different type of material, and I just want to verify that because I get questions sometimes. This is the same setup that I used in most of the demo records for this particular ship, and it looks like I am using the same. So I'm using the Type 6, unless it saved what I messed up with. So, and I believe this is just the stock color that if you were just to pick the Odyssey that you would get from that. So that's how you claim and use and equip this this new skin that we will be getting on Tuesday of next week, the 9th. So you can also equip it, from Deep Space Nine, or if you're a Romulan that's Fed aligned, or even if you're a Klingon and you have Fed ships, you would just go to your respective fleet yards, shipyards, and go see the tailor and apply that skin there. All right, guys. Well, I hope that was helpful. I, for one, am pretty excited to get this in game. I'm even more excited that they're not putting it behind a paywall, which is somewhat unusual because they probably, could have got away with it. When I say that, I mean people would have actually bought it. I would not have. There's just no way I'm going to buy a ship for $30, but never mind. I'm not even going to say it. Well, maybe. So what I was going to say is, they could offer things like that, skins and stuff, for $10, and people would buy that stuff, I think, and not have to feel bad about spending $30 on a whole ship for just the way it looks, or that console or whatever. But anyways, that'll take us down a whole nother rabbit hole that we're not going to get into right now. So that does it, guys. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for this new skin? Are you happy that it's free of charge and you don't have to purchase it? It'll just be available if you own any of these variants. Let me know down in the comments. If you have questions about how to get it, check out the Discord server down in the description. Everybody is welcome. Great community in there. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Until next time, have a good one. Appreciate you watching. Hey guys, appreciate you watching. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, ring the bell, and sub to the channel for the latest news updates and how-to guides.